Hello friends, today we will discuss about some important points of C# programming. Here is the list for today. What is linear search in arrays in C#? What is sorting in an array? What is bubble sort with examples? Each one of the topic we will see with examples. So let's begin. First topic we have linear search in an array. So what is a linear search? A linear search is a simple searching technique where each element of the array is checked one by one until the required value is found or the array ends. So linear search is a technique where we have some value and we want to search that value from that particular array of elements. Then we can go with this linear search where it will search that value from that array one by one if we use for loop or for each loop. If it will check all the values till the value is found or not. It works well for small data sets but slow for large arrays because it checks every element. So it is a good approach if we have some small programs, some values for that, then we can go with linear search. Otherwise, if we have bulk amount of data, then it will check one by one element, then it will consider so much time, it will consume your much time. So it is not a good approach in that scenario. Here are some steps of linear search. It starts from the first element. It always starts searching from that value from that particular array, means from zero indexing. It compares each element with the target value. It will check each element of that array with that value we provide. If a match is found, it returns the index. So if a match is found into that array, then it will return us the indexing where it will found. If no match is found, then it will return not found message. And if there is a scenario where we do not found any matching element into that array, then we can display the not found message. Here we have the linear search example. First we have to declare the integer of arrays and some values, means 5 elements we have into this array, and we set the target value. We have to find this 50 value from this particular array, and here also we use boolean value for false. Here we have for loop where we iterate all the items one by one and we will check this target value is matching with any of the element or not. In this way we can check with if condition. If it is true, it will find this value into this array, then it will go inside it and it will set boolean value to true and break this loop. If we do not break this loop, it will iterate other values also, as we do not require this one. And in console message we are printing this indexing value, means if it is found into 3 value, then it will print us 3 value with that, means this element is found into this particular position. And then if we do not find any value from this array, then it will print this one, means records not found. Now let's see this one in Visual Studio. Now let's see the linear search. Search of an array. Suppose we have some number of elements. Search arrays. To here we provide some values. And now we can get some target value. Here we can get the user input with this one. Then we can provide for loop to iterate all the elements into this one. Linear search dot length. Now we can provide if condition. If this linear array have this target matching value or not. If it matches the condition, then we can print the indexing value. Also we can set here we can use some boolean value. Exist value is equal to false. First we will declare this one false. Exist value is equal to, then we can put it true value, and then we can break this loop. And if we want to get the indexing value, x value, then we can set in this way. Here we can put this index value here. Now we can provide if condition outside this one. With this we can check if this dot line, then it will print the value is found. Element found at position, then index value, the value is target value. Next we can set the else condition. If it is not found, then we can display no record found message. Now let's see this one. .10 no record found. Okay, oh, we have to set here I. Yeah, now it will print. Yeah, now we have the value. We found 110 on third index, because it iterate all the elements into an for loop, and it will found this one in third position, means in third index. 0 to 4 index it will search, and it will found on third index. So we have 110. So this is the linear search. If we provide any value, then it will check one by one elements into that particular array with the help of for loop, and if where we found this one, it will provide us the indexing value, and then we can print this one for displaying the value. So this is a linear search. Next we have sorting in an array. So what is a sorting? A sorting is the process of arranging array elements in a specific order, ascending or descending. So sorting is the process. If we want to arrange all array elements into a sequence, means in ascending order or in descending order. Ascending means small to big values. It will increase one by one from small to big values, and descending means it will print all the values, means it will set all the values from big values to small values. So this is the sorting. For this we have some inbuilt methods for sorting. Array.sort for ascending order and array.reverse method for descending order. It will automatically set the sorting order in ascending or descending, whatever need we have for our program. Here we have one example for this one, where we are using first ascending order from array.sort, and it will iterate all the items in a sequence. And array.reverse, it will set all the array into a descending order, means big values from starting to end. Now let's see the sorting arrays. Sorting of an arrays. Unsort arrays. Here we have unsort array list, and if we want to sort it, now let's see how we can sort it. Can sort it with array method sorting. So this is the ascending order, means from small values to big values. Unsort array, and if we want to display these arrays, then we can use for each loop or for loop, any loop we can use. Come in unsort array, so dot right line, ascending order, all items in sequence. And if we want to sort the arrays in descending order, then how we can do it? We can use the reverse method for this one. Descending order, we have reverse order, and then we can set here the descending order. Now let's see what it will print. Now it is sort the array. First one is the ascending order. Ascending order we have from small values to big values, means 10, 55, 66, 76, 77 and 100. These are not sorted arrays, so we used sort array method for this one, and it will sort all the values into an sequence. Next one we have descending order. It sorted the arrays into a sequence, means from big values to small values, means big values we have 100, 77, 76, 66, 55 and 10. So these are the sorting methods available into the arrays. If we want to use the ascending order, then we can go with array.sort, and if we want to use the descending order, then we can go with array.reverse method. Next topic we have bubble sort problem, ascending and descending order. So what is a bubble sort? A bubble sort is a simple sorting algorithm that repeatedly compares adjacent elements in an array and swaps them if they are in the wrong order. So bubble sort is a algorithm which repeatedly compares the adjacent elements, mean first and second elements. It compares both the elements and check if first element is greater than or less than. According to that ascending or descending order, it will swap the arrays one by one if they are not in the right order. The largest element bubbles up in the end after each pass, means if we apply ascending order or descending order according to our condition, then it will bubbles up the largest element. If we go with the ascending order, means from small values to big values, so it will set the biggest value at the end of an array. Its process repeats until the array is sorted. So its process repeats means executed all the elements one by one with the two loops until the array is sorted properly. Here we have the example of bubble sort ascending order. First we declare some elements into an integer of array, and we use for two loops, for loops. First one loop we have array.length with -1 and array.length with -i-1. Here we are swapping, means if we are using ascending order, means from small value to big values, then we can check with these swapping, and if this is greater than this one, then it will swap the elements with one another. And here we are setting up the things with 0 index or 1 index. And if we want to check all these elements, means if we want to display all these elements that are sorted or not in an ascending order with the bubble sort, then we can go with this way, means string dot join we can use, and with the comma it will display all the elements into an array. Next we have descending order bubble sort. Here we declare some elements into the integer of array, and same we use two for loops where we set the conditions, and here we are checking the values which are less than from the second element, because this is the descending case. And again, if we want to check this one is properly set the array or not in descending order, then we can check this one, string dot join. Now let's check the bubble sort here. Bubble sort, first we can check with the ascending order, and here we can set some conditions for bubble sort. Bubble sort arrays, here we can provide some elements to this one. Now let's check this one. First we have to set the conditions. So dot length -1 I plus. Here we can set another for loop, can change the variable name, and then check the bubble sort dot length -I-1 j plus plus. Here we can put some conditions. If we want to check the indexing values are in sequence or not, we can check in this way. First it will check the first index, then it will check another next index, means adjacent index, and if it found that this value is greater than this one, then it will go inside this if condition. Here we can put the value, and then sort j is equal to sort j plus 1 value, and then bubble sort equal to temp value. Now all is set. If we want to display this information, then we can go with this one. Bubble sort is in ascending order. String dot join method we have, it will set all these elements into single row, and it will join all the elements. Now let's see what it will print. Here we have all the sorted values. Now it is set according to the ascending order: 10, 43, 55, 60, 79 and 100. So this is the bubble sort with the ascending order. It set all the values from small values to big one. So this is the bubble sort. Now let's see this logic. First we declare some elements into that integer of an array, and then we use first for loop. So this is the outer loop, and this one is the inner loop, and here we are swapping elements if this condition is matched. So here we set the length of this bubble sort with the -1. It will check, iterate all the elements one by one till the condition is go with this length or not, means its I is less than this length, bubble sort length. Next we have inner loop that is going with the bubble sort arrays with the dot length with the minus I and minus 1. Here is the thing, we write minus I here because it will set the biggest value at the last of the array. So this is the rule of this one. If we do not want to iterate this loop unnecessary, then we can put this condition. Otherwise it will check all the condition. If that condition is already set, it will iterate all the elements one by one and it will consume more time. As for this, if we do not want to consume more time, then we can go with this kind of logic. So here is the thing, if the value is set at the last, it will not check that condition, so it preserves our time for this one. And here if this condition is matched, means suppose here we have 0 index and this one is the 0 plus 1, means 1 index we are comparing 0 and 1 index. Here we have a 0 index value, that is 60, and the second index we have 10 value. So this is greater than 10 value, so it will go inside this if condition. And here we have 0 index value where we provide this value, put this value into that temporary variable. And second index, this condition we are putting this value into that 0 index. And the next one where we saved our temporary value, and we can then put this one into our second index. So this is the logic of bubble sort. If we want to sort our array into an ascending order, then we can go in this way. And if we want to do the descending order, then how we can do it? We can change here the condition. Here we are checking for ascending order, now we are checking for the descending order, means first value is less than second value or not, like that. So here the logic is same for this one, but the condition now is descending. Now want to achieve the target descending value. Now here we have all descending values, means from big value to small values. It will iterate all the values from big one to small ones in a sequence. So this is a swapping of descending order in bubble sort. Here all the logic is same into this one, but here the condition is different from ascending order. Here we are checking the first value is less than the second value or not. So this is the bubble sort with ascending and descending order. Next we have today's summary. So let's revise what we learned today. First one is a linear search, a simple search method that checks each element in the array one by one until the target is found. So linear search we studied about. This is a simple search. If we have some elements, means if we have one array with some elements into it, then it will check each element with that particular array where we provide the input for that, to check this element is present into this array or not. So it will check one by one with indexing till it will find the target or not. But if we have bulk amount of data, then it will take some time, because it will check one by one element into for loop. So if we have some small programs to execute, then it is a good approach. Next we have sorting, the process of arranging array elements in a specific order, ascending or descending. So sorting is like it is a process of arranging elements in a sequence. Ascending means it will set the sequence from small to big values, and descending it starts from big values to small values, so it is descending. For this we have inbuilt methods. If we want to set the ascending order, then we can go with array.sort method, and if we have the descending order requirement, then we can set or use the method array.reverse method. So this is a sorting, it will sort all the elements in a sequence. Next we have bubble sort, a sorting algorithm that repeatedly compares and swaps adjacent elements until the array is sorted. So bubble sort is like a algorithm which repeats till the elements will be in a proper format, means in ascending or descending. It will swap the values, means first it check first two values, means indexing value 0 and 1, then 1 and 2, then 3 and 4. how many elements we have into an array, it will check all the elements one by one, and it will swap the conditions. If we provide ascending order or descending order, whatever we have the requirements according to that, and set the array in a proper format in a sorted order. So these are the topics we studied today. You can practice them into your Visual Studio. If you have any doubt related to these topics, you can mention them into the comment section. So let's wind up today's session. Thanks. See you in the next lecture.